Hey guys, and thanks for tuning into my channel, Journey to Curvy. On this video, I wanted to talk about setbacks. We all get them during the weight loss process, and I just wanted to share what I experienced this summer. In the beginning of the summer, I had a certain weight loss goal that I wanted to achieve, and I just knew that it was going to happen. But certain things happen, and just like the most of us, certain things happen in our lives that, you know, where we have to put that whole thing, like, not completely on the back burner, but just take a break from it because there's some real things happening. I had my nephews over, and my father was in the hospital at the time, and I couldn't focus on my weight loss. And for a while, I didn't even want to, like, film a new video because I didn't have an update video to give you guys, and I really felt like almost ashamed of myself because I didn't stick with it. And I did the first video and I said, oh, I just want to keep putting like all these really good videos and real positive, motivating videos out, you know, and that's what I wanted to share, the good stuff. But on a weight loss journey, it's not just good stuff. There's peaks and valleys. There's times when you're going to lose a tremendous amount of weight and you want to share that, and that's a good thing. And there's also times like this when maybe you gained a couple pounds and your summer didn't work out the way you planned it. And that's exactly what happened to me, and here I am today. And the last video, I said I was going to start juicing, and then all this stuff happened, and yeah, I still juiced, but I ate, and that's where there was really no weight loss, and there was some weight gain, but it wasn't like a tremendous amount of weight gain, which I'm thankful for because I really didn't know how I was gonna get through the summer. Like, you know, I have school and I have my father in the hospital and my nephew's over, and it was just a real hectic summer. And like I said, I started feeling really, really bad. I was like, I don't want to be on camera. I'll just do like the recipes and Motivational Mondays and stuff like that. And then I really sat down and thought about it, and I said, you know, this is a part of the process, and I want to share that part of the process. So here we are. And these are some things that I worked through that I want to share with you. And I know, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, people out there that's on their weight loss journey. If you're on your weight loss journey, I know you agree with me when I said there are some times where it could be like a day or a month, 2 months, 3 months, where you just can't seem to get on track with the weight loss. You can't seem to, you know, get motivated again because there are some things that are happening that you have to settle that first. And this is what basically happened to me. And these are some of the steps that I did to slowly get back. I mean, I'm still slowly getting back to it, but you know, now that things have started to slow down, and you know, my nephews have gone back to school, and my father's out of the hospital. Now that things have slowed down, I can refocus and get motivated once again to continue my journey. I'm not starting over at all. So the first thing that I did was I came to terms with it. I was feeling really down about it and sad about it because I was like, oh my God, I don't want to be seen as a fraud. Like, I'm here telling people to lose weight, or this is like my journey and I'm sharing it because I want to help someone else that thinks that they're doing this by themselves. And I know that there's a weight loss community on YouTube, but I don't know how to like quite get into that community. So right now I'm just sharing my journey and the things that I go through. And because I'm on Instagram and I did 4 Motivational Mondays, and these people are so inspiring, and I'm just like, oh, they did it, and I'm here still doing it, and I feel horrible because I'm like not committed to what I set out to do in July. So I really was feeling bad, but I came to terms with it, and I said it's not the end of the world. I became grateful for the amount of weight that I lost. I lost a total of 100 pounds, and I shouldn't be ashamed even if I gained 5 pounds or 10 pounds. That shouldn't be, I shouldn't eliminate my whole progress just because, you know, I'm having a temporary moment where things are not working out. The second thing that I did was I set a solid date, and that's what everyone needs to do. Even though you're having this time where it's like you feel like life is getting too complicated and things are getting in the way where you cannot, you know, really focus on your health or even what you're eating, like just, you know, you might have a financial problem or you lost your job or you having troubles with your boyfriend. You know, life just gets in the way. And you feel like it's getting out of control. You need to say, okay, by this date, no matter what, I'm going to start to slowly go back into that healthy regimen, or slowly start juicing, or slowly start working out. And you can pick the date as far into the future as you want, as far as what you need to get things in order, or to get you to come to grips with the things that are getting out of control, and not let it run you, because that's my problem. When I get super stressed, those things drive me crazy. But once I put a stop to that and I committed to just calming down and letting things be what they are, then I was like, it was smooth sailing after that. And then I set a solid date, which was September 2nd. And you know, I've committed to that date, so like I am slowly getting back into the juicing. You have to go through like a week where you kind of eating light foods and light vegetables and stuff before you can really go juicing hardcore. I'm not jumping into that like I did in January, so it'll probably be like the rest of this week, and then, but I don't want to go on a tangent. But yeah, I committed to that date, and as I made that commitment, things slowly started to slow down for me, where I allowed time and space to focus back on my health and weight loss journey. And I think that will happen to you too. I don't know the extent of the drama that's going on in everybody's life, but I feel like if it's things that's like things you can't change, or things that are temporary, a lot of temporary obstacles, those things will eventually slow down. So that's why I say set the pace at the way you can do it and the way you can handle it, so that you can continue to be on that journey. The last thing was to just remain positive and find the time to say that you are grateful for how far you have come. Don't focus on, oh, I gained 5 pounds. Don't focus on that, because that's going to start a spiral of negativity that's going to put that weight back on. I would recommend that you take your phone or your iPad and you create your own background, and you use that background to motivate you and to show you how much work you've put into it and how successful your journey has been thus far. And using that would allow you not to see the negative side of a few pounds that you gained, which is what I'm doing. I put it on my phone, I put it on my iPad, I look at my Instagram pictures, I look at people's Instagram pictures, all the people that submitted to Motivational Mondays, and I look at my videos too to show me that, yeah, you're not where you want to be or what you thought you would have been at the end of the summer, but you're still better off than where you were 2, 3, 4 years ago. And I have to keep reminding myself of that. So those are just some of the tips that I'm using to get refocused and to continue my journey without feeling the frustration of the weight loss process, because we go through plateaus and our times of setbacks, and a setback is completely different from plateaus. I'm going to do a video about plateaus and my times with my plateau experience. But this is a setback. This is when things happen, and it's not an excuse. So I don't want anybody out there to blame themselves. It's really something that happens to every single person. You could lose 100 pounds or 200 pounds, and then something happens, and you have to focus on that. And I'm not saying that you're sitting there gouging out on junk food and chips and stuff like that. You're not doing that. But you just have to focus on something else to get your life in order so that you can come back and focus on your health. And another thing I wanted to add to this was never give up. I know it sounds cliche and cheesy, but it's true. Don't give up. Even if you're going through this time, don't give up. It'll end, and you will be successful as long as you believe that you can continue. Because there's a saying, you can fall 7 times and get, as long as you get up that 8th time, there's still a chance that you will be successful. So don't sit and focus on what's happening, and that's what I started to do. And I'm not going to sit here and blame myself. It happened. I did not expect my summer to be the way that it was. So I couldn't focus the way 100% on my weight loss. I did focus hard enough where I didn't go all the way off track and gain all my weight back, which would have been devastating. Like, I don't even know what I would have did. I would have cried. But I definitely kept it reined in, where it was like, yeah, it happened because I couldn't do certain things, because I was, my priorities was to my parents and taking care of my family, my home life, and things like that. But now everything is free. I have a lot of more free time like I usually do, and now I can focus back on getting on track and focus on staying motivated and getting my weight loss mojo back, so that I can put 100% in on it. So yeah, I just wanted to have a chat with you guys about it and talk about setbacks, because I think that's something that you don't see when you look at a before and after picture. You don't see the journey unless you're going through the journey. And this is a part of that journey that I don't know how many people talk about it, probably a million here on YouTube, but this is my experience, and I'm talking about my experience with setbacks. So I have a question for you guys, and I hope somebody answers. What do you do? What's something that you can tell everyone when you're dealing with setback moments? Because it's not like a moment that just happened once in the weight loss journey. This will happen again and again. So how do you guys deal with setbacks? Times when life gets in the way. How do you guys stay focused, or when you lose focus for a little while temporarily? How do you get back? What do you do to get your focus back? So just comment below. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, because it's most appreciated. I wanted to also take the time to thank everybody that subscribed to my channel. In July, I had 1 subscriber, and her name is, I hope I'm saying it right, is Shania Green. And her channel, I can't remember her channel, but I'm definitely going to put it in my description box. I want to shout out to her because she was my first subscriber ever. She's a beauty guru, and her channel is positive, and she does a great job at her videos, wonderful content. So I'm giving a big shout out to her because she was #1, my first subscriber, and now I have 213 subscribers, and I'm excited. So I just want to thank you guys, everyone that's here to support the journey, also here because they believe in positive and building everyone up in this weight loss community. So I just want to thank you guys, and yeah, so that's this video. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.